What's going on? It's the Motivational King, Brandon Draper. And if you don't believe me, just watch. Check this out, man. I gotta go hard for this message because I think there's a lot of people that's impacted by this. And this is the number one reason why so many people quit when they're trying to pursue their dreams and purpose in life. I just got off the phone last night, had an interesting conversation with one of my friends, and they were saying, yo, Brandon, why no one supports me in what I'm doing? I tell them if I make it, they make it. Why won't they still support me? And I told them, I said, you know what? It's because you're speaking different languages. It's like a person only speaks English and you're speaking Chinese or Japanese to them. They don't understand. Their head will go north to south, but they really don't understand you. Motivational King, what do you mean by that? What do I mean by that? Check this out, okay? We're going to call these people them. Okay, them people are the type of people that they just live. They're not looking for their purpose. They're not looking for meaning in their life. Them are just them people. Okay, so when you start becoming that person over there that starts wanting to find your purpose and meaning in life, things change. You're not speaking the same language. You're not speaking them language because you're that over there. Now, guess what? Them people only help them people. Them people not going to help that over there. So guess what? When you're talking about going to school, you're talking about going to seminars, you're talking about getting information in your head that's going to change the dynamics of your life, the fabric of your life, they're not going to understand that language. So there's going to be a language barrier. Okay? Doesn't mean that person loves you any less. Doesn't mean that they don't want to be there for you, but you're speaking different. You're speaking a different language that they just don't understand, that they just don't comprehend. So what has to happen in that median is that you got to understand that they're highway people. They're people that want to get on the interstate. They want to get everything quick. They want to make sure that if something goes down, they got a cell phone to use to call for help, that they got roadside assistance. But when you decide that you want to be that type of person that's going to be on the interstate, you want to travel the road less traveled. Okay, people are going to look at you differently. They're going to question your motives and why you're doing it, and they're not going to understand it. And guess what? The people that's on the highway are not going to be quick to get off the highway to go to the road less traveled to help you out. Okay, so you got to understand that when you're traveling on the road less traveled, that is going to be hard. Okay, that you may catch a flat tire, that you may not have a cell phone service, you might not be able to call for help. Okay, you may come into all difficulties. You might run out of gas. And you got to wait for a person that's traveling on the same road to come in and gas you up. Okay, and I'm speaking metaphorically, but it's true that when you start traveling that road less traveled, they're going to have to come people in your life that's going to gas you up. They're going to have to motivate you to take you to a level where you're not quite at. Okay, your energy, what you got in you right now, can only take you but so far. So then it takes you having someone else to take you to the next level that you need to be at. So they're going to come and gas you up, give you the motivation and tell you it's possible to keep going, to keep fighting. But guess what? If you're hanging around them people going to tell you you can't do it. Non-affirming relationships are bad for you. Okay? So you got to get in the mindset, what road are you going to take? What do you want to do? Because you got to come to the point where you realize that you have to be willing to do something different than most people in order to have something different that most people won't have. Okay? What sacrifice? Sacrifice is not a bad word. A lot of people get that negative connotation in their head. Sacrifice means not just giving up something. It means giving something up of lesser value to get something of greater value. That's what that means. So when you're traveling the road less traveled, are you going to be the one that quit? Okay, you don't understand that. Let me break it down to a marathon. Okay, when it comes to pursuing your dreams, when it comes to finding your purpose in life, there are two types of people. There's movers and shakers and stand-stillers. Now there's people that's going to enter the race. They're going to have good intentions to try to finish, but then they're going to quit because they get tired. So they see other people quit. So they're like, they're going to quit as well. But I ask you this question. If you look at other people's lives and you wouldn't want to trade with them, why stop running the race? Keep running. Okay, keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Don't stop running when it gets hard and you get a little winded. Yeah, it's going to get hard. Okay, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. But guess what? If you keep fighting and you keep growing, it may take a little longer than it might take more than a week. It might take more than a month. It may take more than a year. But are you willing to stay in the fight even when you're out of breath? Even when all the odds are against you? Even when your bills are not paid? Now, you're saying, well, people should help me because I got their best interest at heart. Like I said, they're not speaking the same language you're speaking. Sometimes you got to do it for yourself. Stop trying to make an excuse to do it for someone else. Do it for yourself more. Want it more for yourself. You got to want it more than anybody else wants it for you in order to have that in which you want. This is the Motivational King. Don't believe me? Just keep watching. I'll see you.